Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Carolina Panthers versus Joe Burrow and the Atlanta Falcons.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 15 now. Tannehill. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Patterson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Forced out to his left. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action, it's Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Patterson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score. The throw for Tony is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He's going to keep this again, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. To try again after the sack. Burrow flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has them all inside the 30 now. For Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Hollister. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down the sack back at the 16-yard line. John Franklin Myers in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and goal. Burrow. And he's got it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Patterson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jamar Chase as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. San Francisco heading to the Superdome to take on New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Marvin Jones, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. In that matchup, all even in their battle with the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Play action. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. He had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They run with Patterson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now Tannehill. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a lead now up to 14. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down. Here's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They'll run on first down. Callaway. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance?
And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And this is incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. That's taken it around the 40. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They go play action with Burrow. Being chased out left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
This is caught, and he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Patterson into the secondary past the 40. And all the way down to the 5. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Tannehill. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Tony. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. Into the secondary, past the 40, as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Panthers,
They're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
and they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's a wrap for Charles.